Hi everyone, this is Coach D with National Flag Football, and welcome to the Touchdown for Tots program, where we are building the foundation, the fundamentals of flag football, but more importantly, the life skills that we all need, right? So it is a positive, fun environment that we are creating. Thank you so much for being part of it. In this quick video, I'm just gonna go over the coaching reminders, the simple things, the information you need right at the very beginning of the packet. And then week by week, I'll give you a recap, both as a coach and as a parent, so you know exactly what's happening for all 60 minutes of practice. So to get started, the first thing you're gonna be doing is fitting your flags, creating a belt just like this. I have another video that I will have step-by-step instructions exactly how to do that. So let's move on to our packet. In there, you're gonna see 2-minute water breaks. The breaks are so important for these 4, 5, 6-year-olds. It is very key to keep hydrated, not only as a player, but also as a coach. So make sure you are taking those water breaks. Next, coaching tips. I'm a big fan of coaching in the moment. What that means is if I see somebody not getting the right form, I don't care how old they are, but if I can coach them in the moment, it'll help it stick. Also, if somebody's going crazy, kind of acting out, whatnot, I want to catch it in the moment. So you'll see coaching tips throughout the packet to help you be successful. And then finally, our YouTube videos. We have a library of YouTube videos for tutorials, for drills. This is both for coaches, for parents. It is awesome to see it in action. I will show you step by step, not only how to set it out, but also how to do these drills with your kids so they can constantly practice at home as well. It's all about building your confidence so you can transfer that energy to make it a fun experience for them. Now let's talk about the positions. Now, if you have coached flag football before or any type of football and you know these positions, you're all set. You can turn this video off and we can look at our recap in our next video. But if you haven't, let's start with offense. We're gonna start with our quarterback position. This is the leader on the field. The quarterback needs to know the play, be able to know, are they handing it off on this side? Are they fake handing it off over here? Are they throwing here or there? They also need to have the confidence to be able to stand up and say, ready, go. Whatever your cadence is gonna be, they need to have that confidence. They don't need to dig down like this. I don't care if they're 4 years old. Teach them to have confidence and stand up and ready, go. So I wanna see that. And then finally, they have 7 seconds to throw that ball or to hand that off. Otherwise, the play is dead. Number 2, let's talk about our running backs. Our running backs are super important. Number 1 thing I teach them is as I hand off the ball, I want them to run north and south. Many times you'll see young kids, they just kind of like dance around. No, I want them to move up the field. Maybe make 1 or 2 moves, but then go. That's it. And then also, I want to teach them the bread basket. We'll be teaching that today, but let me just tell you, this bread basket is super important so there's not fumbles. Don't want to grab the ball like this. I need them to grab the bread basket so that the ball goes right in and then they come over it, all right? So our running backs are also very important, even if they're not getting the ball. Many times they'll just kind of stand there if they're not getting the ball, and they'll just kind of, I want them to run out as if they're going to get the ball, as if they're going to be a wide receiver and catch the ball. I'm open, I'm open. I want to see my running backs, even if they're not getting the ball, fake those defenders out so that they're distracted so whoever is getting the ball can run a touchdown. All right, let's talk about our wide receivers. Wide receivers are usually on the line of scrimmage on one side or the other, and they are usually going to go out for a pass. A couple key fundamentals for them. Principle number 1 is the diamond. This is how I catch a football, okay? Anything that's above my waist, I'm going to catch it with my hands always. I have a full video on wide receiver techniques. If you want your kid to start learning how to catch the ball, it's a great video. But if it's down below the waist, I'm gonna put my pinkies together and I'm gonna catch it like this, always with my hands, okay? Anything below the waist, I connect my pinkies and I catch just like this. Another very important part of being a wide receiver is being able to run a route. we're gonna teach them several different routes, but let's say I'm running what's called an out pattern, where I'm just gonna run a couple steps and then I'm going to go out toward out of bounds. But what I see a lot of kids do when they first start is they're just gonna kind of round the edges. We don't want to round the edge. We want them to do nice, strong cuts. So I want to go here, and then I want to cut nicely across. Watch this. Ready to go, I go out, and then I cut hard. So we're going to be teaching them how to run routes so that they can fake out the defender and get open. That'll be a lot of fun. Now, our next position is a center. Our center is, if I have the ball, the center is going to be the most important part of my offense because they start the ball. They start with the ball and they hike it. Boom, boom. So I need my center to hurry up to the line. A lot of 4 or 5-year-olds, they just kind of wander. No, I need them to get to the line of scrimmage, get over the ball, and get ready to give that ball to the quarterback. So a center is very important. A center can also be a wide receiver. So after they give the ball between their legs to the quarterback, they can run out and catch the ball. So that's another very key part of my offense. Now let's turn to our defense. We have 3 different positions on defense. Our cornerback are usually going to be on the sides guarding our wide receivers. They're the ones who are usually, you're going to see them do this, right? They're going to be backpedaling, right? And they're going to be guarding for, who's going to throw that ball? They're usually on the outside edge, watching over the wide receivers, making sure they don't catch the ball. Then you usually have a linebacker in the middle. My linebacker kind of watches the middle of the field and looks for running plays. And what they do is they kind of shuffle left and right, and they're gonna go for those flags. So that's called a linebacker. And then finally in the back, my speedsters, those guys are called safeties. So our safeties are usually in the back position. We also call a monster, okay? So these are my monsters. This is my last level of defense. So if my cornerbacks and my linebackers do not get the flag, these are the guys that don't let anybody behind them. Nobody gets behind me. So I might be way back here watching, making sure, right, that nobody gets behind me. So those are both the offense and defensive players. I hope that recap helps you out. Now remember, this is going to be a positive experience. So make sure you have lots of fun, always encourage, always lift up. And last thing I would say is start thinking of a word of the week that you can come up with to teach your kids. This might be leadership or sportsmanship or teamwork, and ask them what they know about it and engage them and make that the theme of the week. All right, welcome again to the Touchdown for Tots program. This is Coach D with National Flag Football. We'll see you in the Week 1 recap. See ya.